Hey, yo, did Toronto betray Drake? DJ Academic admits that Kendrick Lamar's Toronto concert was a success. I got the scoop right now. We all know that DJ Academics has been the biggest Drake stan in the world. This man worships Drake, and the sad thing is why would you worship a person that won't even become on your stream? Well, we can get to that later. But DJ Academics admits that Kendrick Lamar finally scored a big W when he did his Toronto concert. If you don't know, Kendrick Lamar is on a world tour, and recently him and SZA went to Toronto, Drake's hometown, and performed. And not only did he perform, he tore the house down. They performed Not Like Us. I heard a whole bunch of times because the crowd was into it. And I'm going to tell you something. When somebody does that in the opponent's hometown, man, that is a big win for the op. And Kendrick Lamar, I know for a fact, was soaking it all in. And Kendrick Lamar was like, yo, I did it. I did it. And Academics is upset. Let's get to a couple of clips where Academics really talks about this whole situation. Let's get to the first clip, man. This right here is insane.
I've been saying it for the long Toronto. I've been saying it for the longest. Y'all my favorite city. I've never been more disappointed. I was going to Caribbean. I think I got to cancel that trip. I was about to go to the show last night. And I don't care who this applies to, whether it's Drake, team somebody, nobody popped out. Not even a cup thrown on stage, nothing. So you telling me this on a worldwide tour just violating, and the only popped up and it even had an argument with was oh nah, I'm good.
See, this is the problem with Academics, man. First of all, man, Drake ain't gonna send nobody because Drake, I'm gonna tell you something. Drake, I'm not gonna say he doesn't care, but at the end of the day, Drake is like, why am I gonna send somebody to this concert? Why am I gonna send somebody to this concert? He said, I'm the only one that was at the concert holding it up for Drake. You know what I'm saying? Drake, to me, the reason why I would say Drake lost this war is two things. Number one, Kendrick had the best diss out of all of them. Not Like Us is the best diss. When you make a club banger, you know you got it. But then also to add insult to injury, you go ahead and you perform the diss track in the homie's hometown. You perform the diss track at the homie's hometown in Toronto, and the people love it. You got people in different areas and different spots naming different dishes for Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is in Toronto taking over Drake's hometown, and people don't even care. Because I'm going to tell you something. I think what Toronto understands is that, first of all, Kendrick Lamar's a phenomenal artist. Kendrick Lamar's a phenomenal artist, and the song slaps. The song slaps, and Kendrick Lamar's a phenomenal artist. And I don't understand Academics is upset for two reasons. Number one, the whole situation with TDE and Absol and all that and Academics beef and whatever, he's mad that no Drake stans stood up for Drake at the concert. Number two, he's mad that I'm gonna tell you something. He probably mad that Drake ain't even come on the stream yet. It's sad that Drake will go on the Castanet stream, he'll go on a Raw stream, but won't even come on Academic stream. Here's another clip right here of Academics going off, man, on this whole situation, man. Let's get to it.
I mean, yeah, we was adopt Canada. That shit was crazy last night. W. I keep saying dot. You got the second night tonight? Perform that shit 6 times. There's no pride there. There's no Canadian pride. Just perform that shit 6 times. If I'm Dot, I would perform every day. I don't even perform no other song. Just to let niggas know. That nigga's on the stage just violating Canada the whole time. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga Big Pac turn in his grave.
So Academics saying perform it 6 times because he's saying Toronto ain't got no pride. He's basically saying Toronto betrayed Drake. Now, does he have a point? Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Hip-hop fans are going to be hip-hop fans. You got Canadian fans in Toronto who love Kendrick. Like you probably got some people in the California area that love Drake. I mean, I don't know who, but I mean, you got some people in California that probably love Drake. But at the end of the day, these people paid their hard-earned money to go see Kendrick Lamar and SZA perform on this world tour. And at the end of the day, if these people want to cheer for Kendrick Lamar, they'll cheer for Kendrick Lamar. DJ Akademiks needs to get out of his goddamn way and realize at the end of the day, bruh, you ain't nothing, man. You ain't nothing. Drake is done, man. I'm not saying the man can't have a career, but Drake is done. Kendrick Lamar is going off on this tour, doing this thing, and this Toronto show just shows you at the end of the day that Drake doesn't have that stronghold that Akademiks thought he had on Toronto. Akademiks thought, oh man, Kendrick gonna come to Toronto and they gonna show up. The goons gonna show up for Drake. No, they didn't show up. They didn't show up at all. Matter of fact, the goons part was in the crowd cheering Kendrick on. He talk about ain't nobody throw nothing on stage and nothing like that. First of all, man, why would you even do that, man? You can get locked up off the break. Number two, the people was enjoying themselves. And you were there. You go to the show, and you talking about, oh man, I'm the only one that was there. Yes. But why did you go to the show? Big Act, why did you actually go to the show? You go to the Kendrick Lamar show, you talking about, I'm a Drake stan, I'm a Drake fan, but you go ahead and support Kendrick Lamar. You bought a ticket to go to a Kendrick Lamar show. If you're such a Drake fan, why did you go to the Kendrick Lamar show in the first place? I mean, I'm keeping it a buck, man. A lot of times, man, guys like Akademiks think because he got a big name and all this, and he could do this and do that, and people going, man, people don't care. This is hip hop. People love hip hop music. If a person is a phenomenal artist, they're gonna go support that phenomenal artist. Doesn't matter. When Kendrick Lamar was in the DMV, they showed out. When Kendrick Lamar was in New York, they showed out. When he came to Toronto, they showed out, and they're gonna continue to show out because people love Kendrick. I'm not the biggest Kendrick fan, but the one thing I can tell you about Kendrick Lamar gives a phenomenal show. He got SZA on the tour too, so that's another win for Kendrick Lamar. You got SZA on tour, Kendrick on tour. They all touring around the world making millions and millions of dollars. What Drake doing? I heard Drake in Australia somewhere. But see, Act mad because he taking so many L's lately. Yeah, Act, you taking a lot of L's lately, man. And this Kendrick Lamar Toronto show, not only did Drake take the L, you took the L because you thought those Canada goons was going to show up there, and they didn't show up. And you were the only one there, being a fake goonie. That's the reason why you upset. And I'm gonna tell you, you already on Drake bad side. You gonna be on Drake worst side now because you saying that Kendrick got the W. You gonna be his worst side. You think he gonna get a stream now? You'll never get a stream from Drake. You being how are you a Drake fan or a Drake stan, but Drake won't even recognize you? You getting more recognition from Ab Soul than you getting from Drake. And Kendrick is just going to the bank, laughing at the bank. Just like in the title. You know what I'm saying? Toronto loves Kendrick. Just like the industry loves Kendrick. Kendrick right now is like in wrestling what they call a baby face. Kendrick is one of the top baby faces in the rap industry right now. And people say, oh, Kendrick can't do that. Kendrick is this and Kendrick. I say, yo, he's one of the top baby faces in the industry. He's one of the very few artists that can still sell out stadiums. That's a rapper. While rappers are struggling right now to even sell out stadiums, Kendrick Lamar is selling out stadiums right now. That's the key. And Toronto shows that at the end of the day, Drake doesn't have that stronghold like he used to. I said it before. He doesn't have that stronghold on his own city. Just like all these other artists don't have strongholds on their city no more. Drake is almost 40 years old, bro. They need to dead this beef. Kendrick Lamar won. Akademiks need to admit it, and he's admitting he got the W. Kendrick Lamar won this beef, and we all know Kendrick Lamar won this beef. Once Not Like Us became a club hit and a club banger, and people, you had Serena Williams doing the crip walk and all that, you know it was over. Akademiks need to admit it, and Drake low-key got to admit it. But if I'm Kendrick Lamar, I'm going to keep on going, do what I'm doing, go on tour, continue to do what I do, perform Not Like Us 4 or 5 times. You got a second night, perform that shit 8, 9 times. If they want it, they one more time, perform it one more time. Tear the house down. Make sure Drake realized that I got your town. I can come to Toronto anytime I want, sell out the arena, and do what I gotta do. That's what Kendrick doing. And Akademiks is pissed off about that. He should be pissed off. He should be 1,000% pissed off because he invested all this time saying Drake is the GOAT, Drake is the GOAT, and Drake is the GOAT, and Kendrick Lamar to swipe them under the rug. Swipe them under the rug, bro. Look at that face, man. That face explains it all, man. But hey, it's your boy Jay here with another video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think. Did Drake take a L in Canada because Kendrick won, and is Akademiks right? Should he perform Not Like Us 6 to 8 times? Let me know in the comments below. Also, I got another video pinned down at the bottom for your viewing pleasure, so watch that video as well. Until next time, folks, I'm out.